The same car, the same model, the same year, one is simply the mirror of the other, but it somehow costs the double for simply having the steering wheel on the other side. This Mustang started at $30,000 in the USA, but its RHD version in Australia was sold at around $60,000. It is the case for so many other cars from all over the world, and they all have the same reason behind it. I'm pretty sure you've already wondered how it would feel to drive on the other side, and especially how hard it would be to do so. You might think it's so hard to get used to a mirrored world, to the point where mirroring your own car would seem like an easier job, and in fact there isn't that much of a difference between an LHD and an RHD car. If you had to convert your car to the right, you would have to start off by reconfiguring the dashboard, so it can not only fit the steering wheel on the right, but the pedals as well. Next, you would need a new steering rack that can be linked to the steering wheel on the right side. Now, since the pedals have been moved to the right, the brake cylinder has to be moved too. Now, you shouldn't forget that the main window controls are on your left door, so those have to be mirrored as well. Once you've finished doing all of those, you will need to rewire all of the cables that are behind your dashboard to fit with your modifications. And now that you have your RHD car ready, good luck in selling it, because more than 70% of the world drives with the steering wheel on the left. If you were a company trying to sell right-hand cars, you would have much less customers willing to buy your cars, which means that in order to break even, you would need to charge more for your car, but obviously that doesn't explain why the price is literally doubled. So many companies prefer to not bother with right-hand cars because they're not profitable enough. But behind the scenes, there's a bigger reason for the price difference. As you know, it's not easy to import a car by yourself, especially if it's an RHD car. You'd have to pay thousands to do so, because there's a whole different set of regulations that the car has to follow. Any company that produces both versions of the same model has to test the RHD version all over again to make sure it's ready to be sold in a left-handed country. Hence why there's a 25-year rule in the United States, which makes sure the car doesn't break down for the 25 years following its production. Again, that's simply another reason why less and less people would be tempted to buy an RHD vehicle. But here's why the price doubles from the company's side. Imagine yourself the CEO of a car brand, and you own this gigantic factory. You have so many deals with a lot of suppliers that send you aluminum, tyres, rims, seats, windows, and basically everything that makes a car. Now that you have all these components, you set up a production line with 100 different types of machines that give you a finalised car. Now, every single car that comes out of your factory is an LHD car, and you're thinking of producing an RHD version of your car as well. And here's the issue. Your production line is entirely designed to produce LHD cars, which means that in order to produce an RHD version, you'd need another production line entirely designed for RHD. And setting up a whole new production line would cost you millions, if not $1 billion. And after your new line is ready, you will need a whole new set of certifications, which gets annoying really fast. All of this work will easily double the price of your cars, only to be able to break even. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to not miss any of the next ones.